Hey there, if you're enjoying this podcast, please take a moment to leave a review and to follow or subscribe. Don't forget to share with anybody that you think might be interested. Your support is greatly appreciated. Word of mouth is incredibly powerful, and it's the best way for us to reach more people and grow this wonderful community. Thanks again for listening. We've all been there, holding back from sharing our work, our voice, or our creativity because of what people might think. The moment something private becomes public, the stakes suddenly feel higher. But what if those stakes aren't real? What if they're just stories we tell ourselves to keep us safe? In this coaching insight from the room where it happens, we explore the fear of being seen, why our primitive brain tries to stop us from stepping into what we truly want, and how to reframe the stakes so they no longer hold us back. If you've ever felt paralyzed by the fear of judgment, this one's for you. Let's dive in.
But the thought of putting it onto my Instagram, because now that increases the stakes, right? Because now people are seeing it. And people can comment and people can, make comments of like, well, you're not as good as so-and-so or something. And now like where this photo that I once liked when it was just me looking at it now has far more greater stakes involved. How do you get around that? I think is what I struggle with.
Well, they're only stakes if you make them stakes. Also, it's a lie. It's your primitive brain coming in trying to keep you safe. And the closer you get to doing what you really want to do, but you've never done it before because it's scary, the louder that voice is going to get. The stakes are high. Stakes? What could happen? Are you doing it because you care what people think? This is so important, though, because it holds us all back so much. It's like grandiose thinking, really. We think that people care, that people do not care. We care way more. We're so worried about the other people because we care so much. But you can't control what other people think. And if you're doing whatever you do, whether it's you're being nice to somebody because you care about what they think about you, then what's going on there? I mean, think about it. Nobody would do anything if we worried about what other people think. And also, yes, there's a world in which there are actors that got a role and it changed their lives. A young person who directed his first show and ended up with 3 Tonys, or and a woman who started photography from nothing and suddenly just went viral. I mean, sure, that happens, and you could find things that happen. Is your goal to be the viral person? Is your goal to win the award? Is your goal? We get lost in this. 2 things. One is it's your primitive brain, so it's normal. When you get scared, when the fear amps up, that means you're getting closer to your edge. Fear is a mask for desire. Fear is a mask for desire. When you get scared, it means because you really want it. Because yes, the stakes are high, but the stakes don't belong to the other people. They're your stakes. Vulnerability. What about the stakes of regret for not trying? If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to dive deeper into cultivating a life of creative possibilities with my new book, The Places Where There Are Spaces. It's filled with personal stories and insights to help you embrace living in the moment. You can grab your copy by following the link in the show notes or wherever books are sold. Let's keep the conversation going and growing.